Hello and welcome to another Cactus Hill adventure. In this episode, we're going to be heading to the Lowry Ruins National Historic Landmark located in southwest Colorado, there near the Four Corners. We're going to be heading out of Blanding in southeast Utah, heading north on 191 to the city of Monticello, turning east on 491, heading down to Pleasant View, Colorado, and turning back west towards the Lowry Ruins National Historic Landmark. There's the route overall. It's about 72 miles from Blanding, 116 kilometers. It takes about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. We're going to be entering County Road CC, heading west, and we're going to be turning south on the Lowry Ruins Access Road, better known as CR 7.25. And this is all part of the Canyon of the Ancient National Monument. By the way, this presentation is going to be done a little different. I'll be doing this in a walkabout style, basically in two-wheel drive. The Lowry Ruins consist of two main areas, the Great House, as you see here in a 3D rendering, and the Great Kiva, which you'll see in another 3D rendering in a few moments. The Lowry Great House faces east towards the Great Kiva and includes 37 rectangular ground floor rooms, 8 kivas, and includes 2 levels. Construction at the site occurred between 1085 and 1172 CE, but is primarily occupied during the late Pueblo II period. The other portion of the Lowry Ruins consisted of the Great Kiva you see here, and both these 3D renderings were courtesy of sciarc.org. I'll have a link to them in the write-up. This Great Kiva was likely used by the community as a regional ceremonial center and could seat about 100 people in a single row along its masonry bench. The Great Kiva would have been covered by a roof supported by wooden beams. Tree ring data has led scientists to believe the construction of this Great Kiva began in approximately 1086 CE. Hello, this is Cactus Hill. We're in Colorado today at the Lowry Pueblo National Historic Landmark, part of the Canyons of the Ancients National Monument. Looks like an extensive ruin. I believe this was excavated in the 1930s, as I recall reading about it. But I'll fill you in as we go. All right. I'm not going to read every sign. We'll have several of these informational signs as we do our walkabout. So if you want to pause the video and read them, that'd be great. And here is a rendering of what life would have been like during that period. Obviously, the structure to the left has been set up to protect the ruins. Pretty extensive ruin area. What's nice about this one is you can walk around inside these And as I recall from what I read on this area, this was rebuilt and redone over several hundreds of years. Modified, expanded, etc. Again, I'm not going to read every sign for you. I stopped and did, and I think it will give you the importance of this area and the areas around the Southwest to the Native American people and what it means to them and their ancestors and their beliefs moving forward. Pretty cool, huh? Just think of the work it took to build these. The only thing they're asking us to do is to stay off the walls. This whole area is surrounded by modern day farmlands. The soil appears to be very, very rich. It's red in color. There's the Abayo Mountains in Utah in the distance. And a modern cell tower over there. So, and we're going to head over to this covered structure. Again, this site was excavated, I believe, in the 1930s. So a lot of this must have been covered, and during the excavation they uncovered it. I always try to imagine the people here working and living, building these structures, occupying these spaces. So there's a view of what it may have looked like when it was in use. Again, the surrounding countryside. We're in the distance, the Ute Mountains, the Sleeping Ute Mountain. That's also that's Ute Reservation area. And here was what I talked about earlier: construction, expansion, and remodeling. Okay, this is very cool. You see in the distance, my wife is at the Kiva now. We'll be over there in a little bit. I want to explore this area. The best rooms in town. That's the title of this info sign. And there's a possible typical looking area. I think I'm going to see if I can get inside this one. Yes, I can. And obviously here's the structure for the roof. And we'll see if we can look over and see what's on the other side here. Let's see what's in this other room here. Oh, very cool. Okay. At least we get to come in this far. This is very cool. It's interesting, the sound you hear sounds like rain on the roof, but I think it's just the wind because the sky is pretty clear today. This is really unique. I certainly appreciate being able to come inside and experience this. And remember, as I always like to remind you, you won't know if you don't go. So just one wall here. Paint around again. We'll go back outside. The painted kivas. I remember reading about this. As you can see, the sun is coming out. Again, all they're asking us to do is stay off the walls, which we can do that. Let's see if I can get low enough to get through this part. I have to get on my knees, I believe. Okay. Like the signage suggested, that speculation was that the entrances were by ladders up to the top and through the roof, not necessarily like doors like we always assume. Of course, then this could have been, there could be more structure down below here, that this would have been an actual type of door. As you can see, there's another sort of entrance there. So, again, not quite sure how far those might have come down. Okay. Okay. I think I'll zoom back in on the rendering of what this unit may have looked like when it was in use. So now I'm heading down to the Great Kiva. The Great Kiva. There's what it looked like in the day. Take a walk around here and see those unique structures in the bottom. The winter people and the summer people. Common ground. You can see here's a map of the area, the Four Corners region, with the major ruin sites shown and their relationship to the modern day cities. More than a dozen Great Kivas are found in southwest Colorado, and many more exist in the greater Four Corners area. Other Great Kivas to visit today: Chaco Cultural National Historical Park, Pueblo Bonita, Setocatl, and Casa Riconda. Hope I didn't butcher those up too bad. Aztec Ruins National Monument, reconstructed in the 1930s. Sand Canyon Pueblo, unexcavated. Directions available at Anasazi Heritage Center. Edge of the Cedars State Park, and Salmon Ruins. Edge of the Cedars State Park is in Blanding, Utah. We visited it several times. Very cool place. A lot of history there, a lot of pottery, a lot of artifacts collected in the area. And they have rebuilt some of the structures and made some to look like what they might have been during the day of the ancient peoples. Again, here's the patterns that geometric patterns on the sign that were common on the painted kiva. Just to clarify about the comment about other great kivas to visit today, those are possible locations. You couldn't physically visit them all in one day. For instance, Chaco Canyon is several hours away and in New Mexico. So pick the ones you like and hit them in one day, and then maybe go out to Chaco on another one. I would love to fly my drone around here, but I don't believe it's allowed. Now, this is a national monument, so I would have to obtain a permit to get permission to fly in this area. All right, Cactus Hill out. Okay, this is Cactus Hill again at the entrance sign. Well, I hope you enjoyed our presentation of the Lowry Ruins. And I always like to remind you, you won't know if you don't go. Thanks for watching. It is sincerely appreciated. Take care, have fun, and be safe out there.